What up YouTube? How are you feeling today? Hope you're doing great, hope you're doing fantastic, and the wait is over. I almost forgot how to make content, guys. It's been 2 or 3 months ago, but finally the wait is over. Over a year ago the last content was added on the Division 2, but today is the day. Today we can preload the public test server on PC to test out the new game mode called Countdown. So let's dive into the information that we got yesterday from the Division 2 and of course all of his developers and all of the other people working on the Division 2. So let's dive right into the message that they showed us yesterday. A message from the Division 2 team. Agents, we will be soon sharing news regarding Season 9. Season 9 will be the new season and will be the first season in year 4. Although we cannot share a specific date of the Season 9 just yet, or additional details in light of the current world events, we are happy to announce that the PTS will be going live on PC on April 1st. And no guys, this isn't an April Fool's joke. This would be very stupid of them if this would be an April Fool's joke, because the community will blow up. PTS preload starts March 31st, so that's today at 4 o'clock CET, 7 AM PST or 10 AM EST. And the PTS will go live on the April 1st starting 11 o'clock CET, 2 AM PST and 5 AM EST. The focus of this PTS is to test the new game mode. We look forward to your feedback, and like I said, the new game mode is called Countdown, but we will come to that after this message. We also want to note that we previously shared the Season 9 would include a revamp to specializations, and these changes will not be a part of Season 9, but will be released later in year 4. We will share some more information at a later date. And don't worry about this guys, of course this is a little bummer, but this PTS is mainly focused towards the new game mode Countdown and some other changes, but again let's talk about that a little bit later in this video. And in the meantime, we are excited to have you try out what we have been working for on starting April this 1st. See you soon, the Division 2 development team. So this is great news guys. Finally the wait is over and we can dive into the game again, or at least dive on the PTS. And it's only on PC like all the other PTSs have been. I know a lot of y'all want it to be on console as well. Same for me, I'm playing on PlayStation 5, but I also have the game on the PC to test out, especially for the PTS servers. But you do not have to own the game to play the PTS. So don't worry about that. You don't have to cop the game right now or even cop the DLCs with it, with Warlords of New York of course. This will be a free download starting today. So the only thing you have to do is log into your Ubisoft account, then go to the games, search for the Division 2 PTS and you will find it there. You can preload it at the named times of course, at 4 o'clock CET, 7 AM PST or 10 AM EST. So you can preload it, download it and start fresh tomorrow. And man, I'm certainly hyped for this update. I'm very curious what this game mode holds. So I was finishing up this video and they dropped the patch notes. So I had to redo this whole video. So let's dive right into the patch notes and see what the new game mode Countdown is all about. And sorry for the flashbang guys, it's a little bit too wide, but this is the information that we got. Agents, welcome to the PTS. Please be aware that patch notes are not final and will be updated with the PTS modifications. Additionally, please note that the new few features mentioned below are still being worked on and therefore are not in their final stages. All the new features listed below will be available to you simultaneously, but we ask you to concentrate your efforts and provide your feedback in accordance with the following phrases. Phase 1, PTS 1, countdown and expertise. PTS 2, Phase 2, new gear and balancing adjustments. And PTS 3, Phase 3, all the above plus the bug fixes following Phase 1 and 2. But let's dive right in there, guys. Let's dive right into the new game mode Countdown. The new game mode Countdown. Countdown is a new 8-player endgame mode for the Division 2. 2 groups of 4 SHG agents are deployed to a power plant to prevent a lockdown. Racing against the clock, the agents must work together to secure the site and stabilize the power plant. Believing their mission is complete, the agents prepare for extractions and are pursued by heavily armed and technological advanced hostiles. So it sounds like a little mini raid, so to say. Overview: 8-player PvE, timed mission, various objectives, randomized encounters and flow on a new unique map, new gears and weapon drops for Phase 2 and available throughout matchmaking. So an 8-player PvE mode. A little bit the same as raids, but it's very good to hear that this is available through matchmaking. Of course, you can dive in with your own group if you are with 4 people, or at least I presume that is possible. I don't know that for sure, but it's nice to see that it's available throughout matchmaking, because we know a lot of people didn't even have the opportunity to play a raid because they didn't find any players to play with. Of course, there are a lot of discords out there. There are a lot of LFG groups out there that help people just get the clear of the raid, get the eagle bearer, or get all the other exotics out there. But this is great news that it's available throughout matchmaking. Then randomized encounters and a flow on a new unique map. So that's huge. We're getting a new map. But don't think about a whole new map that we got like with Warlords of New York. We won't get a whole new New York, for example, but I think this is the same as we have for the raids. So you get to the plane, you fly towards that, and you will fly outside of the map, and we will have a whole new map or a whole new area where this countdown game mode will be. Not sure, of course, I didn't play it myself just yet, but it sounds like that. We won't get a whole new New York, or at least I don't think so. New gear and weapon drops. This is huge. We need some new gear. We need some new weapon drops. And that will be in Phase 2. So remember to focus on the countdown mode first and then see what all the new weapons are about, the new exotics, etc., everything that you can find. So they're talking about expertise as well. We talked a little bit about this already, but I want to scroll down because we have new gear. New gear, closer. It's a chest version, so the talent has perfect spotter on there. Amplifies total weapon and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. Then we have a new named gear, the setup. That will be a backpack with the talent perfectly opportunistic on there. Enemies you hit with shotguns and marksman rifle amplify the damage they take by 15% from all sources for 5 seconds. So these are the 2 new types of gear that are added, a new chest and a new backpack. Then over to the new weapons, guys. Yes, we will get 3 new exotic weapons. The Dread Addict, the Catter Sis, or however you like to pronounce that, and the Blue Screen. So let's start with the first exotic weapon, and this is an exotic variation of the SVD marksman rifle. Talent full stop. Shooting enemies builds up a stack to a cap of 20. Headshots grants 2 stack, and each stack grants 2% weapon damage and 5% headshot damage. On reload, clear all stacks again and gain 5% of your max armor as Temporary armor for 10 seconds for each stack removed. Headshot kills with Dread Addict restore all bullets in the magazine. This does not count as a reload. So this sounds like a very nice exotic weapon. We will get another exotic marksman rifle and I cannot wait to test it out and show you more, of course, if we find it in the PTS. Then we have an exotic mask, the talent Vicious Cycle. Taking damage builds stacks to a cap of 30. Each stack grants 1% weapon damage. Taking damage at stacks triggers a purge, removing all stacks and status effect, and then dropping a healing cloud which restores 5% of max armor for 10 seconds to all allies in this cloud. So this sounds like a very nice mask to use. It gives you weapon damage to up to 30%, and whenever you take damage at max stacks, it will purge and remove all stacks and all the status effects, and then dropping a healing cloud with 5% of max armor for 10 seconds to all allies. So it not only gives you damage output, but also gives you a little bit of small healing when you get hit at max stacks. Then over to the blue screen, an exotic variation of the Stoner LMG. So we're getting another LMG, another exotic LMG. And the talent will be Disruptor rounds. Shooting an enemy marks them and adds a stack to an agent up to a count of 50. Shooting a marked enemy refreshes the mark and adds stacks to the agents. When you deploy a non-shield skill, remove all stacks on agent and all marked targets trigger an effect. So 1 to 10 stacks pulse marked targets for 5 seconds. 11 to 25 stacks pulse and disrupt marked target for 5 seconds. 26 to 49 stacks pulse, disrupt and disorient marked target for 5 seconds. And the max stack of 50 pulse, disrupt and disorient marked targets and all hostiles within 10 meters of the marked targets for 5 seconds. And this effect will trigger immediately if any marked enemy is killed. So I'm very curious about this LMG. This can be a very interesting LMG to play with as well. So let's jump over to the named weapons that we will get in this PTS and of course in the future update. The new weapons called Dare and Kingbreaker. Dare will be an LMG HK GR9 and will have the talent Perfect Flatline. Amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. After 2 kills, applies a pulse to the next enemy you hit. And this will be on the Kingbreaker as well. The Kingbreaker will be an assault rifle and the Dare will be an LMG. So the Kingbreaker is the TQB 408 assault rifle, and again with the talent Perfect Flatline on there. And there is a lot more to read, like a lot more balance adjustments. There are some designer notes as well, but I will leave the link in the description. I won't read everything that they are talking about right now, but man, I'm getting very hyped. This is gonna be a game mode for 8 players. We have to see how that works out because you need to connect 2 players. It seems like you cannot play this alone, and that is a little bit of a bummer for me. I really hope that we could dive in there alone and maybe just do the game mode itself, but it's an 8-player game mode, just like the raids. But yeah guys, that's pretty much all the information that we got. Of course, like I said, there is a little more information about the expertise and a little bit more additional information. If you like to read that, you will see the link down in the description below. You can read it at your own pace. But these are all the things that I wanted to touch on today. And man, I'm very excited to jump on the PTS tomorrow and fully this weekend. I'll have a few hours tomorrow, but I will be diving on this fully this weekend. So make sure to follow me at my Twitch as well, /IamPurePrime. I will be going live there this weekend and testing out this PTS and of course then the new game mode countdown. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about this new game mode and what do you think about the 8-man groups. I'm very happy that you can get in there throughout matchmaking, but we'll have to see how this all works out. But I'm very curious, guys. This sounds freaking awesome to me, and I'm very happy that we're finally getting some extra content. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you think about this, guys. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button, and of course the notification bell. PurePrime out.